It's impossible to overstate how hard it is to make it to the NBA. There are so many talented basketball players in the world and so few spots that many incredible talents never get a chance to play at the highest level. Today, we're looking back at some of the most electric and highly rated high school prospects from the past 10 years and seeing how their careers have unfolded. First up, Jaylen Hands. Jaylen Hands might be best known nowadays for his heated battle against Colin Sexton, but for a period of time, Hands was one of the faces of SoCal high school hoops. Hands lent his talents to a few different schools and had a lot of incredible moments along the way. At Mater Dei Catholic High School in his freshman year, he won the 2014 CIF championship and later played alongside DeAndre Ayton at Balboa City. But he saved his most impressive season for his senior year at Foothills Christian High School. Hands had a monster season, averaging around 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game, punctuated by winning the slam dunk contest at the Ball is Life All-American game. His decision to switch schools clearly paid off as he earned top 20 status and was considered the number 3 point guard in his class ahead of guys like SGA, Trae Young, and Davion Mitchell. Hands had his choice of top college programs like Arizona, Louisville, and San Diego State, but he opted to stay close to home at UCLA. Hands' college career got off to a slow start as he spent much of his first season coming off the bench before finding more consistency in his game toward the end. Riding that momentum, he opted to give college another year, especially as his team's lead point guard, Aaron Holiday, left for the NBA. Hands' sophomore year went much better as he led the Pac-12 in assists and was named to the Pac-12 second team. Hands ended up being drafted by the Clippers 56 overall in 2019, but was quickly flipped to the Nets where he began his career in the G League. Hands averaged around 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal per game in his lone season in the G League. And after that, he bounced around to various European leagues, including the ABA League, Basketball Bundesliga, and the BNXT League. Currently, he plays for PAOK Thessaloniki of the Greek Basketball League and is one of their top players, averaging around 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Up next, we have Tre Duval. Duval was once the number 5 overall prospect in the class of 2017 and the number 1 point guard. Born in Queens, New York, Duval played his high school ball in New Jersey and Texas before closing out his career at IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Duval led IMG to a 26-2 record while averaging around 16 points and 8 assists per game. Duval went on to play for Duke University in 2017, joining a murderer's row of freshman recruits that would eventually include Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., and Marvin Bagley III. Unfortunately for Duval, with that much talent on a team combined with a shaky jump shot, it was hard to stand out and he only averaged around 10 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals per game. Duval ended up declaring for the 2018 draft anyway and made history as the first Duke one and done to go undrafted under Coach K. But Duval didn't stay out of the NBA circles for long and quickly inked a 2-way contract with the Milwaukee Bucks and their G League affiliate, the Wisconsin Herd. Duval spent the majority of the year with the Herd and appeared in just 2 games for the Bucks. Over the next few years, he had brief NBA call-ups to the Miami Heat and Houston Rockets, but has mostly been cutting his teeth in the G League, short of a 1-year stint in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Currently, he plays for the Grand Gold, where he's averaging around 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists on 56.9% field goal shooting and 22% from 3. No mid-2010s prospect list would be complete without Isaiah Washington, the man, the myth, and the legend behind Jelly Fam. Washington and Jaquad James are widely considered the creators behind the Jelly layup and the group/movement that followed. The layup takes inspiration from MJ's free throw dunk and Isaiah Thomas's finger roll and is best described as a finger roll with some added spice. Little did they know what this new iconic maneuver would bring. When Washington wasn't dazzling the streets of NYC with his insane layups, he played for St. Raymond High School for boys. He averaged around 26 points and 6 assists per game his senior year and left the program as the all-time leading scorer. Despite being a 4-star recruit and one of the most viral high school players in NYC's rich hoops history, Washington struggled in his 2 years at the University of Minnesota, only averaging around 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game for the Gophers. He did, however, have a historically impressive game his freshman year when he dropped 26 points, which is the most points by a Minnesota freshman in Big Ten Conference play since Chris Humphries in 2004. Washington opted for a change of scenery his junior year, transferring to Iona College before wrapping up his college career at Long Beach State. Even though he steadily increased his points per game in each subsequent season after leaving Minnesota, Washington still went undrafted in the 2021 NBA draft. Since then, he's been making his way through the European leagues, playing for the likes of Lovken 1947 of the Priva A Liga and Spišský Rytíři of the Slovak Basketball League. Currently, he plays for the Skyliners Frankfurt of the Basketball Bundesliga. While he's only played 4 games so far, he's off to a hot start, averaging around 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. He's also shooting approximately 46% from the field, 44% from 3, and 86% from the free throw line. Up next is another OG Jelly Fam member, Jahvon Quinerly. Quinerly was arguably the most talented player in the Jelly Fam, as he racked up several accolades, including back-to-back Gatorade New Jersey Boys Basketball Player of the Year awards and a spot in the 2018 McDonald's All-American team alongside Zion Williamson and Bol Bol. Additionally, he was the 26th overall prospect in ESPN's Top 100 and the 7th overall point guard, just 1 spot behind Immanuel Quickley. In August 2017, Quinerly committed to the University of Arizona, but was later forced to reopen his recruitment after federal documents suggested that he had taken a $15,000 bribe from the team's assistant coach, Emmanuel Richardson. Richardson was arrested as a part of a larger NCAA corruption scandal, but considering how talented Quinerly was, he still had plenty of options. He eventually decided to attend Villanova, intending to replace Jalen Brunson, but things didn't go as planned. Quinerly struggled to find playing time his freshman year and regrettably posted on IG that Villanova was his second choice for a reason. Quinerly quickly deleted the post, but the damage was done and he ended up transferring at the end of the year after only averaging 3 points and 9 minutes per game. Quinerly moved on to the Alabama Crimson Tide, where he's currently playing to this day after having to sit out the 2019-20 season due to the transfer rules. But Quinerly was worth the wait. In his first year at Alabama, he guided the team to an SEC tournament championship and won the tournament's MVP. He averaged around 13 points per game in his first 2 years before tearing his ACL in his junior year. It seems like he's still recovering, as he's only averaging around 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists while exclusively coming off the bench. Last, but certainly not least, we have Jelly Fam alum Jordan Walker. After debating a postgraduate season at the legendary Monte Verde Academy following an impressive run at the Patrick School in New Jersey, Walker opted to stay in the class of 2017 and committed to Seton Hall for his freshman year. Like a lot of other guys on this list, he wasn't long for Seton Hall and ended up transferring to Tulane and later to UAB, where he rediscovered his game in a big way. In his first season, he set the UAB program record by dropping 42 points in a single game, and both won the Conference USA Player of the Year award and the Newcomer of the Year. Walker briefly declared for the draft, but ultimately decided to run it back at UAB. Today, he's averaging the 3rd most points in college basketball with around 23 points per game, while also chipping in around 3 boards, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Even though UAB isn't exactly an NCAA powerhouse, his incredible scoring might just be enough for him to crack an NBA roster someday. And if he pulls it off, he'd join the only other Jelly Fam member in the NBA, Naz Reid. Thanks for watching. Of course, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Currently, we're dropping 2 videos a week that you're not going to want to miss out on. But right now, only about 1% of our audience is currently subscribed, so hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all things basketball.